What's going on, guys? Thanks for clicking in. As always, today I want to talk about those Mandela effects pertaining to our human anatomy. And so, this one I kind of have a problem with, but I'd like to say that I will not be going over all of the anatomy changes in this video. I'm just going to talk about three or four. There are more supposed changes in our anatomy, but I'm only going to go over a few of them just because I want to make a couple of points. I question this. I'm not too sure our anatomy has changed. And I just want to put this out there because I just watched a video that almost made me think there were no kidney punches anymore. You know, it's like, look, these kidneys are in such a different place now that you can't even do a kidney punch. Well, that's wrong. Don't ever take my word for anything. Don't ever take the official news's word for anything. Never take a YouTuber's word for anything. If you really want to know, go look it up. And, but I guarantee you, if I punch you in the kidneys, it's going to hurt. And I will prove to you that you can still do kidney punches. But first of all, I'd like to say I don't believe I've ever studied anatomy at all, except for the basic anatomy that you would learn in high school. Never took any anatomy in college, no medical courses. But I do know about the kidney punch. Pretty sure every guy knows how to do a kidney punch. But what I want to do here is just show you a little something about these anatomy charts, or diagrams, I should say. Now, as you can see, you look up kidney, and basically, I asked my mother about this because she was a nurse, an RN in the ICU. For over 25 years. So, I knew she knew anatomy way better than I did. So I asked her about these kind of things. And she pointed this out to me that we all have different body types, and all of our organs are not exactly the same. People have larger hearts than other people. We have different sized torsos and midsections, and really got to be careful with this because basically the Mandela effect on this one, people are stating that now they're too high and they're behind the rib cage. As you can see, this diagram is showing the kidneys rather low. This one's showing them, almost pretty much like halfway up the torso. That's what you got to realize about these diagrams is that, they're not always exactly right because especially if you're comparing it to your own body. I mean, everybody's organs are in slightly different places and are in slightly different shapes. And yes, most of the time you'll find your kidneys, within certain parameters there, of course. But they're not all the same size. They're not always in the exact place. That's what my mother was telling me. And she worked in intensive care. She wasn't a surgeon, but I'm sure she's seen her share of the insides of people cut open. There you see a picture, kidney pain still gonna hurt in that back area, and like I said, if I punch you in the kidneys, it's gonna hurt. So that hasn't changed. So the kidney punch is not dead. It's still around. They're about where I remember them to be, and that kidney punch is still effective, so I don't really see how that has changed. And I swear I just watched a YouTube video that showed one where the kidneys was real high up like this one, and well, that's not even really high up. It's just really hard to discern from some of these anatomy diagrams, See, there's the kidneys, and yep, that's about where I would kidney punch, But I'd never hit a woman, but you know what I'm saying. And so you got to go research this for yourself. Um, it gets pretty gross down there. Let's don't go down there. But anyway, that's the kidneys. Kidney punch still around. There's Homer Simpson. Evidently, he's Mr. Kidney Punch. That's a superhero. I don't know. I didn't see that episode. Now, the heart. This is the same kind of situation. The argument is when we were kids, we put our hands over our left side of our chest and do the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States. And that the heart is in the middle now. And, or they're saying it's more in the center than it used to be. I mean, I just don't agree with that. It's still mostly on the left side. You can find things like this. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. You see how, it's basically on the left side. So yes, you would put your hand over the left side. You see what I'm saying? These diagrams, you could find one that has an extreme case where they kind of didn't do the diagram right. This is not the best example, but you see how the heart almost looks directly in the middle. If I found one of an adult like that and showed it and went, look, our heart's right in the middle now. No, people, you got to go look up different diagrams. On almost all of them, it's just pretty much obvious that most of it is on our left side. So, I'm just saying, be aware of that before you think that there has been body changes. And I'm aware that I'm not talking about all the body changes here, but I just don't think that it's changed. And just these anatomy diagrams don't necessarily prove anything, because I can go find one where the heart looks well over to the side on the left. I just have to say that, I'm not too sure that our anatomy has changed. I'm not trying to prove either way. If you want to think anatomy's changed, that is all up to you. I just want to put it out there what I think when I look at this. That's all I'm saying, is that I just look at it with some common sense. Go look at some pictures for yourself. That heart really seems to be on the left side. I didn't feel it moving one day, that was kind of a joke, but stomach location, same kind of thing. I will say, on this one, I thought my stomach was lower, okay? But again, you can find them. See how this stomach is well below his pec muscle here? And in this one, it looks like, well, you can't tell because of the body. It's just hard to tell on these diagrams. And in mine, my stomach may be a little bit lower. Mine might be sitting on them intestines just a little bit lower. I mean, I just don't see how, when I get hungry, it's always that same place. It's my stomach. It's hungry. This one's got the stomach riding below the ribs there. It looks like some of these would be kind of in the rib system. So I mean, it's just not really proving it to me, guys. Let me know what you think. I know there's some good arguments for this. What I'm trying to say here is that don't take every video's word for their one or two pictures they put up there for you. Just realize that our organs can be different sizes and in slightly different places in our body, our different bodies, and therefore when they draw these diagrams, it's the same kind of thing. Of course they're going to be in the general area, right? But anyway, guys, so let me know what you think. And like I said, this is just how I look at it every time I look back into this. And I just my thoughts on it haven't really changed since a year ago. So I just finally wanted to make a video on this certain topic. And anyway, guys, as always, I will see you soon with another video.